Hello friends, welcome to Coding Host YouTube channel. In this video, I will explain you a Java program from TCS IRA exam held on 3rd of January. So in this question, first we have to make a class mobile with the below attributes. So here I will make this class mobile. Now in this class we have to make these 4 variables. So in the exam they will tell you that you have to make these variables as private, but even you make these variables as public, this program will still work. The only reason to make these variables as private is that so that you cannot change the value of any object directly. You have to use setters, but in most of the question you do not have to change the value of any object, so you don't have to make these variables as private, and you also don't need to make the setters in the program. So now I will make the variables in this class. After that we have to make getter, setters and parameterize constructor. So first we make the parameterize constructor. So we will use the class name mobile, and after that we have to make these variables inside the constructor. After that we have to initialize all these variables. After that we have to make getters and setters. So I will only make the getters because we don't need to make the setters. It will only waste our time. So I am making the getters of these 4 variables. So I have made the getters of these 4 variables. Now after that we have to make a class solution with the main method, and inside of it I will make the main method. So in this main method we have to take input. So that's why we have to import scanner class. After that I will import here 2 more classes. So I have imported here 2 more classes, ArrayList and collections. So I will explain you the reason for this later. Now in this main method first I will make the scanner class object. After that we have to take some inputs. So when you will scroll down in the question, there will be a sample input, so that you can easily understand that what you have to take in the input. So first we have to make a object array of this class mobile m equal to new mobile, and its size will be 4, because we only have to take the input for the 4 object, and for every object we have to take the input of these 4 variables. So after that I will take a for loop for int I equal to 0 and I less than m dot length and I plus plus. Now in this for loop I will make that 4 variables here to take their input. So here you can see that I have taken the input for these 4 variables: mobile ID, model name, price and brand. So whenever we are taking input for a int or a double value, we have to write sc dot next line, so that scanner can move in the next line. But for a string we do not have to write this line again. After that we have to make object, and in that object we have to insert these values. I will write here m of I equal to new mobile, and here it is calling the parameterize constructor in which I will enter all these values. Now I will explain you how we are taking input using this for loop. So first I have made a object array of class mobile of size 4. Then I have taken this for loop. So this for loop will start from 0. So at index 0, first it will take the input of these 4 variables. So it is taking input of the first 4 variables, and here we are making an object using this new keyword, and in that object we are inserting all these values, and we are storing this object at index 0. After that I plus plus. So now index will become 1. So at index 1 it will take the next 4 values, these next 4 values, and then again it will make a new object, and in that object it will again enter the values, and it will store this second object at index 1, and same will happen for these objects. You also need to take one more input. So this input is string brand, so you have to use this string brand in a static method. So after this for loop I will take the input for this string brand variable, and after that we do not have to take any input. So I will close our scanner. So sc dot close. After that we have to make 2 methods: count mobile by brand. So we have to make this method in the solution class. This method will take array of the mobile objects and the string brand. So it will take this string brand which we have taken in the last. Then it will return the total number of mobile if the mobile brand matches with this string brand. So let's make this method here. So I will write here public static, and the return type of this method will be integer, because we have to return a int value, a number. After that the method name count mobile by brand. Now this method is taking 2 parameters: array of the mobile objects and string brand. Now in this method first I will take a variable for counting the mobiles which is having the same brand as this brand variable. So here I will take a variable int c equal to 0. Then I will take if statement. So in this if statement, we will check that if these parameters are null or not. So I will write here if m not equal to null and brand dot length is larger than 0. And in this if statement, I will take a for loop. So for int I equal to 0 and I less than m dot length and I plus plus. Now in this for loop, I will check the brand of every object. So I will take if statement if m of I dot get brand dot equals ignore case, and in this I will enter this brand variable. So brand. So I am using here dot equals ignore case. So in this question there is a note that you have to use case insensitivity, so we do not have to check the cases, so that's why I am ignoring the cases during the string matchings. Now if this condition is true, so that time we will increment our c variable, so c plus plus, and after that we will return this variable, so return c. Let's see how this method will work. So in this method we are getting the object array of class mobile and this string brand, and in this method we have this variable c which is 0. Then we are checking if these two parameters are null or not. So these parameters are not null, then this for loop will start. So at index 0 we have this first object. So in this object string brand is apple and it is not equal to realme, condition is false, and this variable will not increment. Then I plus plus index will become 1. So now at index 1 in this object brand is realme and it is equal to this realme brand. So this condition is true. So this c variable will increment and it will become 1. And after that I plus plus, then index will become 2. So you can see that in the rest of the two objects brand is Redmi and Samsung and it is not equal to realme. So this c variable will not increment anymore, and then this for loop will break, and then we will return this variable c into our main method. And now we have to make this second method, get second highest price. So this method will take array of mobile objects and it will return the mobile object having the second highest price if the price is odd, if found, else return null if not found. So let's make this method here, public static, and we have to return a object. So I will use the class name of mobile, then the method name, and this method is only taking one parameter, so it is taking array of the mobile objects. After that in this method first I will make a null object variable, so mobile z equal to null. So in this object I will store the mobile object which is having the second highest price. After that I will make a array list, so array list of object, I will make the array list of this mobile objects. So I will write here mobile and the name of the array list is pq equal to new array list. So in my previous videos I have used the priority queue data structure for making this type of method in which we have to return second highest, but here I will use a different logic. I will use here lambda expression. So first I will take a if statement, and in this if statement I will check that if this array is null or not. So if m not equal to null, then I will take a for loop for int I equal to 0 and I less than m dot length and I plus plus. I will take a if statement here if m of I dot get price modulus 2 not equal to 0. So in the method we only have to check the objects which is having the price value as odd. So in this array list I will store the objects which is having the odd price value. So I will write here pq dot add m of I. So using this for loop we will get the objects which is having the odd price value in this array list. Now here I will use a sorting function for array list, so collections dot sort. So this lambda expression will sort the array list in the ascending order. So that's why I have imported array list class and the collection class. So in this single line it will sort the array list according to its price. After that I will take a if statement if pq size is larger than or equal to 2. I have used here size because pq is a array list. Then we have to store the object which is having the second highest price. I will use here the variable name z equal to pq dot get pq dot size minus 2, and outside of this if statement I will write a if statement if z equal to null. So that time we will return null, and in the else part we will return this z variable. So now this method is ready. So now I will explain you how this method will work. So in this method first we are taking the object array of class mobile, then I have taken a null variable. Now here I have taken array list. You are thinking that we can also use here array, but when we are using array we have to take the for loop 2 times, because in case of array you have to mention the size, but you don't know how many objects we have to store. So for that first we have to run a for loop for checking the objects which is having the odd price. Then we will use a counter variable, so then it will tell us the size, and then again we have to use a for loop for inserting objects in that object array. But in case of array list we are only using a single for loop. So after that I will check that if m is not equal to null, then we are storing the object which is having the price value as odd. So you can see that in this array only two objects have odd price value, this first object and this third object. After that this function it will sort the array list according to their price in the ascending order. And if you want to sort the array list in the descending order, so here in place of O1 you have to write O2, and here you have to write O1, and here we are using the getter dot get price for checking the price of every object in this array list. And after that pq dot size, if the size of this array list is larger than or equal to 2, so only that time we can find the object which is having the second highest price. In this z variable I will store the object from this index, so pq dot size, so size of the pq is 2, so 2 minus 2 is 0. So at index 0 in this array list we will get this first object which is having the price 19,999. And then in this z variable it will store this object, and then here it will check that if z equal to null, so no, z is not null, so then it will return this z variable. So you can see that now this program is very small. So now you can see that using this single line you can sort a array list by its value. So after that we have to print output. So you can see that we have to perform the following task: take necessary input variable and call this method count mobile by brand. For this method the main method should print the number for given brand as if the return value is not 0, or it should print no such mobile found. So after this inputs we have taken, now here I will call this method and we have to make a variable for storing the return value. It is returning a integer value, so int c equal to count mobile by brand, in which we are passing array of the mobile object and the brand variable. So if c not equal to 0, so that time we have to print c variable, and in the else part we have to print no such mobile found. And for the second method we have to take necessary input variable and call get second highest price. For this method the main method should print the all detail of the return mobile object as if the return value is not null, or it should print no such mobile found. After this we have to make a object variable, so mobile m equal to get second highest price method, in which we are passing this array m. This array name is also m, so here I will write z, and then I will take if statement. If z is not equal to null, so that time I will print all the attributes of this z variable, and in the else part we have to print no such mobile found. So this program is ready, and in the question for the given sample input they will also tell you the sample output. So let's run this program. I will enter the input, so the output of this program is equal to the sample output from the question. So this program is working fine. Thanks for watching.